Liam Fox admits he allowed his personal interest and government activities to become blurred, but it was the daily revelations about them which forced him to resign.
I quite understand why Liam Fox has decided to resign, though obviously I'm sorry to see him go, because he did a good job at the Ministry of Defence, clearing up the mess left by the last government and giving good leadership to that department, particularly while we've been in action in Libya and also, of course, in Afghanistan as well. So I wish him well for the future, and I'll be announcing a replacement very shortly.
As the media delved deeper into the background of both Dr. Fox and his close friend, it became apparent how Adam Werrity paid for his global travels, but it raised even more questions about the purpose of those meetings. Let's start with the money being paid to Mr. Werrity's company, Pargav Limited. According to the Times, tens of thousands of pounds came from a venture capitalist promoting close ties with Washington. Other big contributors were an investment company owned by a pro-Israeli lobbyist and G3 Good Governance Group, a strategic advisory company with links to Sri Lanka. What were they getting for their money? Mr. Werrity accompanied Dr. Fox on at least one visit to Sri Lanka, but Dr. Fox admits making 3 other trips there before he became Defence Secretary. They were partly funded by a mysterious body called the Sri Lanka Development Trust. One of the 2 listed addresses for the trust is this building in central London.
We're trying to find out about the Sri Lanka Development Trust, which is listed as being at this address. Is there anybody who could tell me a little bit about it, please?
The building is also home to G3 Good Governance Group. A member of staff didn't answer my questions about this link. G3 is the same organisation which has been funding Mr. Werrity's business trips, so what were they so keen to promote? And did it lead to any influence on British government policy or business dealings with Sri Lanka? Sky News has been told that Dr. Fox threatened legal action against a Labour MP who had criticised his close relationship with the regime in Colombo. But in Parliament, Dr. Fox continued to insist there was no financial motivation for the man who styled himself as an advisor, even though he held no government job.
When it comes to the pecuniary interest for Mr. Werrity in those particular conferences, I'm absolutely confident that he was not dependent on any transactional behaviour to maintain his income.
Civil servants and journalists were not just looking for examples of wrongdoing, but also the perception of a conflict of interests.
When you've got such a senior, experienced politician muddling up his public duties and private lives, and when clearly some of the meetings have involved defence contractors, it must throw a serious doubt about his ability to be a senior minister.
The final revelations included the fact that they both attended a $500 a head dinner in Washington with senior US defence industry figures. The event at this hotel wasn't declared by the Ministry of Defence. A spokesman for Dr. Fox had said he was there privately while on holiday, but earlier in the day he also met his opposite number at the Pentagon, Robert Gates. The variety of the headlines in the papers indicated the huge amount of material being sifted through as potential evidence. And though there wasn't one story that killed his career, the cumulative effect meant that Liam Fox could no longer keep his job. Ian Woods, Sky News.